Hey guys, so today we're going to do a get ready with me video, and I applied two products off camera just to try to shave a few minutes off this video because these videos are always crazy long. So I have on Milani Keep It Smooth Luxe Lip Treatment. I do like this product. I like the way it applies, I like the way it feels, I like the way it smells. It does moisturize my lips, but I don't like the idea that it's basically mineral oil. So I guess you got to take the good with the bad, but I do like the way the product performs. It seems to be working well for me so far, and I do, like I said, love that smell. And then I just primed my face with Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and this is the original formula. They have, if you see this at Sephora or Ulta, they have like 10 different formulas of this, so I just have the original, and so those are the only two things I have on so far. I noticed my skin was getting a little dry because some of the foundations that I've been using lately, the L'Oreal foundation and the Wet n Wild foundation, those two foundations are a little drying, so I thought that I would switch to a more hydrating foundation for a while till my skin got a little more nourished. And the Tarte Empowered Hybrid Gel Foundation fits the bill. It comes in this beautiful glass jar, and I forgot that I even had this, to tell you the truth, because once the warm weather comes, I can't use anything that's this hydrating because then, I don't know, my skin is really weird. My skin, it gets drier in the winter and then it gets more normal in the summer, so I have to switch my foundations around. I guess that's not so weird. I guess that happens to a lot of people. So I kind of like the smell of this, but it does smell a bit odd. So that's coming across really yellow. There we go. Wow. Oh, I didn't tell you the shade. I'm in the shade, I haven't used this in a while, light neutral. So I'm going to use a beauty blender, and I'm just gonna, I pre-moistened this so that I wouldn't have to stop the camera to do that. I'm just gonna dip my beauty blender directly in the jar. I thoroughly wash this every single day, so it's nice and clean. And then I'm just gonna kind of dab some around. One nice thing about these gel type foundations is you have a little more time to work with it than you would something else that's kind of drying. So we've been having some pretty crappy weather lately, and that makes the lighting for the videos a little more challenging. But I haven't had any headaches lately, so I've been able to go back to using my super bright light that I film with. So thank goodness for that, because I know the lighting was not good on those other videos that I couldn't use the light. You kind of have to. If you're going to film videos, you have to have a bright light. Even if you have a setup where you've got natural lighting coming in, you have to have some artificial light too. It's just never going to be enough. Unless you're sitting right in front of a window. But most people can't have a filming setup where they're filming in front of the window, because then, you know, your neighbors or cars driving by on the street or whatever the case is, they're gonna all be able to see you sitting in front of the window, so most people don't want to be doing that. I guess it depends on what type of house you live in or what your situation is. So as you can see, this is a really good match for me. To the extent that I'm wondering if when I bought the Tarte Shape Tape, if I should have also got the corresponding color to this foundation. In other words, I'm wondering if I should have got light neutral instead of just straight up light, but I think either one of them would have worked, to tell you the truth. Alright, so since we're talking about Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, here it is. The infamous Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Boy, they must have been so glad they invented this product, because just this alone could definitely keep the company going now. Everybody loves it so much. And so I just apply some of that right on the dark circle from the doe foot applicator, and then bring it down into that triangle foundation. Formation, not foundation. What I was going to say is I don't do the triangle thing with every single concealer. It depends on what concealer I'm using. I've been testing out a ton of new concealers lately, and honestly, it's hard for me. I had told one of you guys in the comment section that I was gonna be reviewing them, but it's really hard for me to review concealers because my problem with my dark circles is not like most people's. Because I don't really have dark circles so much as I have indentations in my face. I've talked about this before. So I don't really feel comfortable reviewing concealers because my results would not be typical of what it would be for most people. You know, I've got these indentations under my eyes that people get when they get older, or people that have allergies. In my case, I'm an older person with allergies. And so I don't feel like I can really give an accurate review of concealers. So, I don't know. What I can tell you is, of all the concealers I've ever tried, I think this Tarte Shape Tape is my favorite. Even though my situation is not the same as everybody else, my results are. I really, really enjoy this, and I know it's a little expensive and it's hard to find, and it's hard to get some of the colors, shades, but wow, it lives up to the hype, that's all I'm going to say. And seems to work really well with the foundation that I'm using today. But see that, can you see that color contrast? Yeah, I'm wondering if the light neutral would be better. And light neutral is always sold out at my Ulta. So I wish they sold this also at Sephora. It would make it so much easier, instead of just being at Ulta. Then, you know, if it had a bigger distribution, maybe people would be able to get their hands on it. Okay, I'm going to contour my face today with the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster Matte Sculpting Palette. And, whoa, I got a glass of water on the table here, and I almost just knocked it over. That would have been a disaster because my computer is also on this table. I'm going to use a MAC 130 brush. I started using this for my cream contour, the Milani one that I've been using all the time lately, and I'm going to see today how it works with powder instead. It works great with cream, so let's try it with the powder too. I have a funny feeling that this is going to be better with the cream, this brush. I hadn't used this brush in a long time, and I pulled it out the other day to use with that cream contour stick by Milani, and I was like, wow, this works great. Why haven't I been using this brush? This is a really subtle contour. So if you are somebody that takes foundations like in the color porcelain or something like that, I don't, like I said, I'm light neutral. But if you take like really fair shades, you'd probably really like the Sculpting powder. Sometimes it's even too light for me. But the lighter it is, the less you have to work with blending it. Alright, and for a blush today, I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Blush in the shade Plum Rose. And this is also extremely light. And I've been using my Real Techniques 300 brush lately, and this is one of the deluxe type brushes. But this is so great for blush. And again, you know, I hadn't been using it for a while, and I thought, why haven't I been using this? It's really good for blush. Seems to be just the right size, and whatever these synthetic bristles are made out of work great with powder blushes. So did I tell you the shade of this? Plum Rose. And for my highlight today, I'm going to use something that I haven't used in a video yet. This is one of the new NYX Duo Chromatic Illuminating Powders. And this is in the shade Snow Rose. And it's a really, really light pink. So that would go good with the really light contour and the really light blush. And what I've been doing lately with these specifically is applying them with my fingers. I saw someone do this in a video one day, and I thought applying a powder highlighter with your fingers rather than a brush seems to work a lot better for some reason. I can't remember whose video it was, otherwise I would totally give them credit. But this is going back like a month ago, and I've probably watched a lot of videos since then, so I don't remember. But here's what it looks like just swatched. So it's like the palest pink ever. And I'm going to go right across the top of my cheekbones with this. And you can actually feel it like melting into the skin because I guess the warmth of your finger. And then I'm going to use Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light. And for this, I like to use the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. This is so perfect for bronzer. Yeah, I guess I can't really complain about the weather because we haven't gotten hardly any snow this year. We've gotten a ton of rain, but we haven't gotten hardly any snow, so I can't really complain. But I don't like precipitation in any form. I live in the wrong part of the country for that. I should be in the southwest part of the United States, considering how I feel about rain and snow and all that. I've been to Arizona and I've been to Nevada. I've never been to California, would love to go someday, but I think I would probably enjoy that just as much as I did Arizona and Nevada. Alright, so the face is done, so let's move on to the eyes. I'm going to prime my eyes with MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And I'm going to apply that with a BH Cosmetics 129 brush. I hate sticking my finger in these pots. I used to think you got a more even application using your finger, but I don't know, these using a brush seems to work really well too. Okay, now for eyeshadows today, I have been enjoying my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette so much that I decided that I was going to use my single eyeshadows by that brand. And I have these, so I have quite a few of them, and this is just a Z palette from Sephora that they're in. But today I'm going to use Pink Champagne and Dusty Rose. And I suppose I should use a highlight too, huh? What if we took a little bit of that pink highlighter that I used on my face and used that as a brow bone highlight? I like doing that sometimes. It works. I like multi-purposing or repurposing my products. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, this is just an e.l.f. contour brush. Okay, so I'm just going to do the brow bone. Oh yeah, that works great as an eyeshadow. I took the blue one of this, I forget the name off the top of my head, and used that one day as an eyeshadow and put it on my lids. Wow, did that look crazy. I like to do crazy things with my makeup on the weekends just to, I kind of experiment, I guess. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So if whatever I do works, then I know I can do it again. But yeah, the blue eyeshadow, the blue highlighter, it looked a little crazy as an eyeshadow, so probably wouldn't do it again, but it was fun to try anyway. Alright, so hey, that worked out fine. That works good as an eyeshadow. Okay. So let's begin with Dusty Rose, which is basically like a mauve. And I'm going to take my NYX blending brush, or actually it's number 16, or is it 91? Depending on how you hold the brush. No, it's 16. And I'm just going to pop some of that in the crease. Have you tried the NYX brushes? Very nice. Very, very nice. I have this one, and I have the foundation brush for the Nude Drop foundation. I really like them. I've had a lot of things that I purchased lately that were like pleasant surprises that I wasn't really expecting to like, and I did. I feel like your chances of getting something good nowadays is so much better than it used to be. I can remember buying makeup and having things be like, you know, like a 50% failure rate trying new things out. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use pink champagne on the lids. And it looks like I didn't bring out a lid brush, so I'll go get one. Oh boy, this video is going to be really long. I just saw the time on it and it's like, I still have a ways to go. Okay, so, this is a MAC 239 brush. My favorite brush for putting eyeshadow on the lids. You know, I have to say, when it comes to MAC brushes, they are very expensive, but they last. I mean, I have been using my MAC brushes for years now, and they don't fall apart. They don't. I had one that shed, but I bought it at a CCO, so that might be why. But they really last. You know, if you take care of them, you can have them for a lifetime. So it's like an investment, I guess. You won't have to replace it. Holy crap! This is such a beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow. Pink Champagne by Anastasia. God, this is gorgeous. I've used it before, but if I use something and then I haven't used it in a while, it's like rediscovering it all over again. Okay. Alright, now I am going to take a Zoeva pencil brush and I'm going to drag a little bit of Dusty Rose along the lower lash line. That's all I'm doing for eyeshadows. Nice and simple. I don't want to do anything to take away from that beautiful pink champagne color. God, that is gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to take a Maybelline Master Kajal Cream Kohl Eyeliner in Charcoal Skies. And I'm going to go on the lower lash line. The eyeshadow I kind of put underneath the lashes, and this is going to go right on the lashes. And I'm just kind of like dabbing it onto the roots of my lashes. Like that. Then I'm going to do my tight line. I see where MAC just came out with a kohl liner. It's 20 bucks though. And you know, these are great, so the Maybelline ones work fantastic. They don't come in a ton of colors, but they have black, gray, navy, and brown. That's all you need, right? But yeah, these are really good if you like those types of liners. Okay, so eyeliner is on. So next is going to be mascaras. I always use two. Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara on the bottom lashes. And on the top lashes, Maybelline the Colossal Spider Effect mascara. A couple of you left comments saying that you bought this and that you were so glad you saw me use it in a video because you really like it. And then I'm going to do my brows with L'Oreal Brow Stylist Frame and Set Brow Pomade in the shade Light Brunette. And I'm going to use an e.l.f. brush. Yeah, this is an e.l.f. brush. And I'm going to do this off camera because this video is too long. And then once I've applied the brow pomade, I just brush them through with an e.l.f. spoolie. The reason why I like this brow pomade is because it's very cool toned, and brow products, for whatever reason, tend to skew warm, and warm brows don't really look that natural, I don't think. Most people's brow hairs are a little cooler. Even if their hair is warm toned, the brows are usually cooler. Okay, all that leaves is lips, so you know what that means. NYX Lip Primer. Use this under everything. If you have this, you no longer need to buy lip pencils because you can wear this under any lip product that you own. So I'm just going to let that sink in for a second and tell you what I'm going to apply for a lip product. I've fallen back in love with my NYX lip lingerie, so this one is in the shade Embellishment because I thought that would coordinate well with this eye look. Alrighty, gonna go take my hair down and I'll be right back. And that is the finished look. So thank you so much for watching and subscribing. I have something I have to do tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to film a video. So just in case I don't, have a great weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. And in any case, I'll see you next time. Bye.